So much happier in the trailer.
Oh, did you put her in the trailer?
Yeah, it's cool. And then I opened the back door where she can go up in the first land. So, oh yeah, she's just like really like, I'm home.
Yeah, Bernie got the key?
Yeah, because I left Wednesday. And I knew if I left her there Thursday and Mary left, we wouldn't put down some pads. And she's trained to use pads on her own. And she does. But then I thought, I don't see her they usually It's funny, I put a blanket down so she sits over and past the seat or she gets in a console. This morning when I loaded her stuff in the back, so all the way here she's sitting up in the back seat, like whoever put the back. So I'm trying to reach her, and I go to try to grab her,
And then she
backs up.
yes.
And then she's I'm like, dude, so she wrote her.
Hot Rod does the exact same thing to me.
And why?
Yep. Hey guys, we're fixing to get started in just a few minutes. I just wanted to turn the feed on. So our, excuse me, as I'm losing my voice already. That's not good. So our online bidders can keep track of start time. We'll be getting started in just a few minutes. Yeah, we're good. I'm good whenever. We're good.
Yeah, because when he hits that door, he's sold.
Test 1 2, test 1 2. Okay, guys, we're getting ready to get started. First, thank you everybody for coming. A few announcements before we do get started. Please remember, all guarantees are between the buyer and the seller. Okay, all horses are sold as is. Jones Livestock Auction acts as agent only. You can pay today with cash or card in the office. There is a surcharge on cards. Writing personal checks is something reserved for existing customers with check writing privileges only. So if you're new here, welcome. You need to be an established customer, though, before we can take your check. Sellers, please remember, if your horse does not meet reserve, you need to no sale them before they go out that door. Once they go out that door, they are considered sold unless you speak up and say something. Don't forget the livestock sale here every Thursday night at 6 o'clock. We are live online with online bidding on the first Thursday of every month. Next month, that's going to be 4th of July. So there will be no sale that week. So we will be live with internet bidding on July 10th. And we will be right back here 2 days later for the July horse sale on the 12th. This is the horse sale, but we are going to start the sale with a few not horses. We got some pretty neat llamas we're going to start things off with.
You got 3 llamas to start with.
It is. He doesn't listen to anything I say. Hip number 1 is going to be an intact. Nope, that's not the right one. This is a gelded llama. He's been sheared and dewormed for both internal and external parasites. He is ready to be turned into the pasture to guard your livestock.
350, 400, hit a little bit, 400, now, but I'm on 350 now, 4. I'm 350 now, 4. I'm but I'm on 400, a little bit, 350 now, 400, but I'm on 350 now, 400, now, 70.
Oh, 4
now, half. Hit 4, 4 and a half, hit a little bit, 400, now, 4 and a half, hit a little bit, 400, now, 4.
Oh,
Now,
Randy,
5,
you're out.
455. One of you's out on the net.
Randy's out. Tina's in.
Hit 5, hit a little bit, 5, hit a little bit, 4, hit now, 5, hit a bit, 4, hit now, 5, hit a bit, 455, 500, I have sold him 450.
Tina, you got him. 30007, 30,007. Is it the white? Nope. This is an intact male llama. He's been used in petting zoos a lot. He is halter broke. He loads easy. He is trained to cush, which is lay down on command. He was sheared a month ago and he was dewormed last week.
354. I'm going to bump over a bit of 350 now. Now half.
That's you, Randy. Let me fix it. Hang on, Ed.
4 and a half. 4 and a half. Hit 4, 450. I'm going to bump over a bit now. Half. Hit a over a bit now. 4 and a half. Hit over a bit now. Half. Hit now 5.
We're out, Randy.
I'm going to bump out a bit of 4 and a half. Now 5 and a bit. I'm going to bump out a bit now. Half. Hit 5 and a half. Hit a 5 and now. 5 and a half. Hit a 5 and now. 5 and a half. Hit a 5 and a half. Hit 5 and a half. Hit a 5 Somebody 500.
You got him, Randy. 30022. 30022. This is going to be a gelded llama. He came right with that one that was just in here. Same deal. Used in the petting zoo a lot. Halter broke loads. Will cush on command.
250, 300, 300, now 3, now 3, now 3, yep, 253, hit a little bit, 3 now 3, now 3, now half, hit a little bit, 3 and a half.
Ernie, move left.
3 and a half, hit a little bit, 3 now 3 and a half, hit a little bit, 3 now 3 and a half. Yep, 350, I'm on 3 now 3 and a half, hit a little bit, 3 and a half, hit a little bit, 3 now 3 and a half. Hit 3 and a half, hit a little bit, 3 now half. Sold him 300.
30022. 30022. Yep, number 4 should be Jeffrey. He'll be a barn ride. He is a 4-year-old gelding. He stands 14.3.
700, 800, hit a little 800 now, but I'm on 700 now, 8, 700 now, 800 now, 900 now, 800 now, 10, now, 11, I'm 10, 1100, hit a now, 1100, but I'm on 10, now 12, and now 13, young man, 14, hit a 1400 now, 1500 here, yep, 1500 now, 1600, now 1700, now 1800, 1800, I'm 17, 18, hit a 1800, 1700 now, 1800, pretty good young horse up there, now 19, hit a 1900, hit 19, young man, now 2, hit a 2, now 1, hit a 2, hit a 2, hit 22, hit a 1, now 2, 21, now 2, hit 21, now 2, hit 21, now 2, 23, hit 23, hit a now 3, young man, we're out 23, hit 23, hit now 3, now 4, I'm 23 now, 4 to be, I'm 5, 25, 5, hit 4, 5, now 6, 26, hit 26, sold him 2,500, 19,947.
Ernie, you got to step left. You got to get left. You're right in front of the camera the whole time. Yep, number 5 is Hayes. Hayes is a 14-year-old gelding standing 14 hands. He's been a trail horse, introduced to the barrels and the poles. He'll be easy to catch and load. He's not for beginners, better for an intermediate or experienced rider. Was recently trimmed on the 27th of May, and he is barefoot, up to date on deworming, and 100% sound. 14 years old.
Yeah, cute little horse here now. 22 and a half, 5, 25, 2 and a half, now 5, 25, 22 and a half, 5, 25, 2 and a half, now 5, 25, 2 and a half, now 5, 5, 22 and a half, 5, 3 and a half, 25, 2 and a half, 23 and a half. I'm 22 and a half, 3 and a half, 23 and a half, 2 and a half, 3 and a half. You're 23 and a half, now 4 and a half, 24 and a half. Young lady rode him all over outside. Now 5 and a half, 25 and a half. 24 and a half, 5 and a half, young man, number 25 and a half, now 6 and a half, 26 and a half. You're 6 and a half, you're out 26 and a half. I'm 25 and a half, now 6 and a half, 6 and a half, 5 and a half, 6 and a half, 26 and a half, 26 and a half, 5 and a half, now 6 and a half, 26 and a half, 5 and a half, now 6 and a half, I have. Sold him 25.50, same way as that last one. What's your number again, young man? 19,947.
Hip number 6 is going to be Alvin, a 6-year-old gelding. He was started later in life with around 30 days on him. They've ridden him outside to check cows. He's as gentle as they come, really wants to please. If you want to take one home to go use, this would be a good stand-up gelding, 6 years old.
$1,000, 12 and a half. Hit $1,000 now, 12 and a half. 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 Hit $1,000, 12 and a half. $1,000 now, 12 and a half. $1,000 now, 1100. $1,000 now, 1100. Hit $1,000, 1100. And now 12. 11, 12. 1,200, now 1,300 here, and now 1,400, 1,400, 1,300 now 1,400 here, hit 1,400.
He'll stay gentle.
Said he'll stay gentle.
12-year-old, 14-year-old, ride him all over. This first time he's been in town. He's just gentle.
Said he's gentle, guys. First time he's ever been away from home, guys. I was nervous the first time I went to town too. 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, 1,500, 13 and a half, 14 and a half, 14 and a half, 14 and a half, hit 14 and a half, 1,400, 14, 13 and a half, 1,400, hit 1,400, 13 and a half, now 1,400, 1,400, I'm 1,400, 1,400, 13 and a half, now 1,400, 1,400, I have sold him 13.50.
Hip number 7 is a 2-year-old filly. Her video is playing now. She's had 30 days, wants to ride around. She's been through the creeks, through the pasture, and down the road. Just 2 years old. Watch video.
500, 600, hit another day, another now, but I'm on 5, and a bit, but I'm on 5, and now see, hit 500, 600, hit another day, now 7, another day, another now 7, I'm 600 now, 700, hit another day, 700 now, but I'm on 600 now 7, now 8,
Randy, you're out.
I'm 7, 8, hit another day, 700 now 800, but I'm on 700 now 8, hit 7, 8, hit another day, 700, hit another day, 700 now half, I'm 700 now half, hit another day, 700 now 7, hit another day, 700 now half, hit another day, 7 and a half. I'm 700, 7 and a half. 700 now, half. 700, 7 and a half. Number 700 now, half. 700 now, half. 7 and a half. 700 now, half. 7 and a half. 700, 7 and a half. 700 now, half. Sold it on the internet. 700.
You good? Yes. What? Hang on. Hang on.
What's 1,000?
Lindsay, it takes 1,000. I'm going to take you out. You were the last bidder. If you want her for 1,000, you can chime in. Otherwise, she's a no sale. I'm so sorry. They just told us.
PO, boys.
Sorry, Lindsay. PO. Hip number 8 is Bino the Bay, and his video is up now. He'll be a 10-year-old thoroughbred gelding, standing 16 hands. He is sweet and just as gentle as they come. Excellent ground manners, a calm, easygoing disposition. Though he does enjoy picking up the pace every now and then. He's been started on the barrels. He's already been entered in 2 events this year. He took to it naturally and really seems to enjoy it. He's also just as happy to go on a relaxed pleasure ride. He's the kind of horse that will walk with you all the way to Texas without complaint. He handles the long rides with ease. A great match for beginners or young riders.
Got a little fresh rope burn on his back leg. She said it don't get fresh and he does not limp on it.
Got a little fresh rope burn on his back leg, guys. Said it don't bother him. He does not limp on it. 800, 900, 900, 800, 900, 800, down 900, down, but I'm on 800, down 900, down, but I'm on 800, 900, down, but I'm on 800, down high, 800, 900, 800, now high, 800, 800, high, 800, now high, 5, high, I'm 800 now high, 800, high, 800 now high, 800 now high, 800 high, 800 now high, 800 now 8 high, 800 high, 800 now high, down, but I'm on 8 high, 800, 8 high. 800 now high, 800 now high, 800 now high, 800 high, 800 now 8 high, 800 now 8 high, 800 now high, 800 now high, by half, 850, 800 now 8 high. Sold him 800, 94.99.
Hip number 9 is going to be a 13-year-old mare. She is broke to ride, and she'll be gentle for any level rider.
There's a cute little roan mare right there, $1,000, 12 and a half. Hit down there now, 12 and a half. Down there now, 12 and a half. Down there now, 12 and a half. 12 and a half. I'm down there now, 12 and a half. Down there now, 12 and a half. Down there now, 1100. 1100 here. Hit down there now, 1100 here. Down there now, 1100. Now 12, 11, 12, and now 13, and now 14, now 15, 1500, that's 1600, now 1600, 1600, that's 1600, 1600, that's 1600, there's a shaky, cute little mare, and gentle. 1500, 1600, 1600, sold her 1500, 19,947.
Hip number 10 is going to be a 14-year-old mare. She is selling grade due to the loss of her papers and transfer in a move. She's had one foal. It's possible she is bred now, but has not been checked in full. She's halter broke, stands tied, loads and unloads, and will stand tied to the trailer. This mare was broke to ride, but hasn't been ridden in years, so would need a tune-up. She'll be low in the pecking order, and she's a good mama.
Bye.
500, 600,
Randy, we're out.
It's 600 high, now 7, and now high.
We're out again, Randy.
7 now high, 7 now high. It's 700, 7 high, 7 now high, 7 high, 7 now high. I'm 7 high, 7 now 7 high, 7 now 7 high, by 750.
Yep.
Now 8. Now 8, 7 high, now 8 to the number of 8 to the 7 high, now 8 to the number of
Yep. Tina, you're out.
800 now high, 800 now high, Kenny, you're out. 800, 8 high, 800, 8 high, 800 now high, 800 now 8 high, 800 now high, 800 now high. Sold her 800.
You have to ask him. Can you do that? Yes. 30022. 30022, Randy. I have a story about that. Remind me after. Oh, really? True. Hip number 11. There's a video up of this mare now, and it's the owner's son who's learning to rope. It's up there just so you can see what a patient horse she is. This is Sassy Mickey. She's a 2011 modeled mare. She's by Blue Shady Pine, by Krog's Shady Pine, by Doc's Shady Blue. She's out of a daughter of Krog's Shady Red. Again, 2011 model. Lost my notes. There we go. She's a finished rope horse. This mare is very, very bomb proof. She is kid and husband friendly, mother approved. We're not going to guarantee this. It's going to kind of depend on what she brings today. If the owner is satisfied with what she brings, she may sell with a breeding to Curiosity Kill the Cat. That stallion's by Dual Smart Ray, by the great Dual Ray, and out of a daughter, a highbrow cat. Let's see what she brings and what he wants to do here. She is 6-panel negative and color tested as well.
1,400, 1,500, hit a little bit, 1,500, 1,400, 1,500, yep, 1,500, hit a little bit, 1,500, 1,400, 1,500, a little bit, 1,500, but I'm 1,400, 1,500, 1,400, now 1,600, it's 1,600 here, but I'm 1,500.
Lindsay didn't make it. Leanne beat you.
But I'm 1,500, now 1,600, yep, 1,600, now
Lindsay's in.
1,700, 1,700, 1,600, now 1,700, I'm 1,700, 1,700, one of these out on the internet, 1,600, now 1,700. Now 1,800.
Out again, Lindsay.
And now 1,800. Lindsay, you're out. 1,800. Good mare right there. 1,800. Yep, 1,700 now. 1,800. 1,800. 1,700 now.
Yeah.
Now 1,900. 1,900.
Leanne, you're out.
Yep, 1,900. 1,900. 1,800 now. 1,900. 1,900. 1,800 now. 1,900. 1,900 now. 1,800 now. 1,900.
Yep.
Now 2.
You're out again, Lindsay.
Lindsay, you're out. $2,000. Yep, 1,900 now, $2,000 here to the $2,000 here. I'm gonna two. 1,900 now, 2,000. Head over to the 2,000 here, but about 1,900 now, 2,000 here. I have 1,900 now, 2. Solomar 1,900.
Is the owner here? Are we good? Yes. Leanne, you got her. 30010. 30010. One second. Yep, number 12. This horse was advertised all month long. This is Unzipped Thunder Time. You'll be a 2015 model quarter gelding by Tardy's in Time, by Timon, and out of a daughter of Doc's Dual Zip and Pep by Doc's Dual Pep. Again, a 2015 model. Be finished in the barrels and started on the poles.
Pretty good 10-year-old horse right there, guys. 1,500, 17 and a half. I am 1,500 now, 17 and a half. 1,500 now, 17 and a half. 17 and a half. I am 17 and a half. Now 2. Hit a little bit, 2 time over. Hit a little bit, 17 and a half. Now 2. That's 17 and a half. 2. Hit a little bit, 2 time over. Hit a little bit, 2. Hit a little bit, 2. That's 17 and a half. 2. Hit a little bit, 2 time over. Hit a little bit, 17 and a half. Now 2. Hit a little bit, 2,000. 17 and a half. $2,000. Hit a 18 and a half. Hit a little 18 and a half here. Hit 17 and a half. 18 and a half. Hit a little 18 and a half. 17 and a half now, 18 and a half, 18 and a half here, 18 and a half, 17 and a half, 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 17 and a half now, 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 17 and a half now, 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 17 and a half now, 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 17 and a half now, 18 and a half, I have sold him 17.50.
We good? Leanne, 30010. 30010. No notes.
He's 10 years old. You can go catch one in the pasture on him, and he will be finished. You're going to get you a broke one. That boy lives out there in big country, guys, and he uses one every day. 2,500, $3,000. Hit it at 2,500 now, 3. Hit 2,500 now, $3,000 here. Hit
27 and a half.
Now 3. Now 2 and a half.
You're both out online.
Hit 32 and a half. Hit it at 3,000 now, 2 and a half. Hit it at 3,000 now, 2 and a half.
Yep.
Now 5. Hit it at 35. Hit it at 2 and a half. Now 5. Hit it at 35. Hit it at 2 and a half. There's a catty lad right there. 32 and a half. 5.
Right there, he said you back him in there, rope both ends. I know him well. Come right up there, slide it. I know you rope on him. Everything.
You can go get you one on him.
That boy don't rope very good. He can get high in their deal.
32 and a half, 5. 35, 32 and a half, 5. 35, 32 and a half, now 5. 35. I'm 32 and a half, 5. 35, 32 and a half, now 5. 32 and a half, 5. Yep, 35, 32 and a half, now 5. 32 and a half, 32 and a half, now 5. I'm I'm 32 and a half, 5 and a bit of the 5 and a bit of the 5 and a bit of the minimum 3 and a half, 32 and a half, 3 and a half, I 33 and a half. Sold him 32.50.
30010.
Lot 14.
Hip number 14 is Lilo. Lilo's a 3-year-old filly. She's had lots of groundwork done, been saddled a handful of times. She's gentle and a fast learner. Take her home and start her your way. 3 years old.
600, 700, a good reset, Mare, right there. 600, 700. Half now, 700, 6 and a half now, 700, I'm a month and a half now, 700. I'm 6 and a half, 700, 700, I'm a month and a half now, 700, 700, I'm a month and a half now, 700. Yep, 700, 6 and a half now, 700, I'm a month 700, 6 and a half, 700. I'm 700, 6 and a half now, 700, I'm a month 700.
All the hard work's done. She's ready to go home.
All the hard work's done.
And ride.
She just needs somebody to give her a job. 6 and a half, 700. 6 and a half now, 700. Now half, 700 now, half, and now 8, and now half, and now 9, and 9, 900. 900, 900, now 9, now 9, half, and now 10, 10. 9, 15, now 10. I'm on time, here to the 9, but now 1,000. Up, down, here to the 9, but now time, here to the 9, but now 1,000. Here to the 9, but now $1,000. I'm $950, $1,000 here to the $1,000 here I have. Sold her $950.
31,116
for it.
33.19 for $1,250.
Uh-oh.
Hip number 15 is Chisholm, and his video is up now. He is an 8-year-old pony, stands 12 hands, super cute with a fancy handle. Absolutely not for a beginner or a little kid, but if you've got a handy kid that can ride and wants a project, he'd be perfect. He rides great, but he does need consistency, or he can be a little cold back if you lay him off for a long period of time. He's been ridden outside and on the trails and around cattle, shown on the barrels and the poles a few times. They got him for their niece, but he's too much for a 4-year-old's first pony.
Wow.
$1,000, 12 and a half. It's $1,000 now, 12 and a half. $1,000 now, 12 and a half. $1,000 now, 12 and a half. $1,000 $1,100. It's $1,000 now, 1,100. $1,100 now, 1,100. It's $1,000 now, 1,100. Sold him $1,000. $94.99. Oh my.
Yeah, I know, right? Pretty. Hip number 16, video is up. This is J&R Smoke and Blue Lace. Should be a 21 model mare. She's by CCQH Bluebird Rebel, by TR Mobidi Joe, by Mr. Clyde Hancock. She's out of a daughter of RDS, Max Impulsions by On Maximum Impulse. Again, she is a 21 model. Good-minded, gentle, and sound. She stands good to be shod. She's cowy, and she tracks cows by herself. You can rope off of her. She likes to get put to work and always has energy and power for anything that is needed. She got a good big stop, nice turnarounds, ready to be, and would make a great ranch horse or a rope horse. Watch her video.
$2,500, $3,000 here to the $2,500 now, $3,000 here to the $2,500 now, $3. Now 7, and 27, and 600 now, 700 now, minimum 600 now, 7 now, 8, and now 9, and 29, now 3, and now 1, now 2, now 3, 33, now 4, 34, man, you're out now 5, and now 6, 36, now 8, and now 4, and minimum 4, now 2, and 42, now 4, and now 6, and now 8, and 48, now 5, and $5,000, and now 2, and now 5, and 55, and 52, 5, and 52, 4, 52, 4, and minimum 55. 54, here now 5, and I'm at about 55, now 6, and then 56, now 7, and then 57, you're out again, and I'm at about 57, now 8, and 58, ma'am, and 58, 58, ma'am, now 9, and 59, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 59, now I'm at about 8, and 9, 59, and now 9, and 58, now 9, and I'm at about 58, now 9, I'm 58, 9, and now 6, and now 1, and 61, yep, 61, and 61, now 3, man, now 5, man, 65, 65, man, I'm 5, 65, yep, 65, 5, 5, 5, 5, I'm 65, I'm 5, 65, now 7, now 9, 69, 69, man, give me 6,800. You'll never forget even money. 6,800, 6,800, 6,800, now 9, now 7, now 7, now 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, up $7,000, $7,000 here, I'm gonna $7,000, $7,000, I'm gonna now 1, I'm gonna 71. Hit 1 here, now 3, hit 73, I'm gonna 1, now 3, 73, hit 1, now 3, 3, I'm gonna 5, 85, now 7, 77, I'm 75 now, 7, man, you're out in the hallway, 77, I'm at about 77, I'm 75 now, 7, high, up, 77, now $8,000, now $8,000, now $8,000, $8,000, $8,000, how about 8,000? Pretty blue, guys, 8,000, you gotta find them before you can buy them, $8,000, here, 8,000, 77 now, hey, $8,000, sold her 7,700. Put her on 21,107. Is that right, ma'am?
Thank you. Bless you for videoing, Bobby. Yep, number 17 is Bud. He's a 14-year-old gelding. He'll stand 14-2. He's been used on the ranch in South Dakota his whole life. He is very gentle, 100% sound. He'll go wherever you ask him to. He is easy to be around and handle. 14 years old.
He stands good to be shot, guys. He's got brand new shoes on.
I rode him around there about 300, rode him over Texas cow. Anybody get on him for hunting? And a 70-some-year-old man told me he ran on him his whole life.
Step left.
Pretty 14-year-old horse right there, guys. Come on, I want about 6,500 for him. 22 and a half, 5, now 7 and a half, 27 and a half, I'm 25, 7 and a half, 27, now $3,000, now 2 and a half,
we're out, Skeeter.
32 and a half, 32 and a half.
He's gentle, Skeeter. He's very gentle.
Kind, my friend, 32 and a half, 5, and now 7 and a half, 37 and a half, you spend, 35, now 7 and a half, 35, 7 and a half,
I'm 32 and a half. You have 5 on the floor.
No, I was 32 and a half.
Oh, shit.
You had to be 35.
Skeeter, I'm sorry. He took that on the floor. You got to be 35.
32 and a half. 5, 35, hit it 32 and a half, 5, and a bit of 5, hit 32 and a half, 5, and now 7 and a half, hit it 37 and a half. Now you're out down there, 37 and a half, hit it 5, and a bit now 7 and a half, hit it 37 and a half. I'm 35, 7 and a half, hit it 37 and a half, hit it 5, and a bit now 7 and a half, hit it 35 now 7 and a half. I'm 35, 7 and a half, hit it 35 now 7 and a half, hit it 35 now 7 and a half, hit it now 4.
Whoops, hang on.
36.
Hang on, Skeeter, don't do anything. There we go. We're out.
37, hit 36, 7, hit 36, 7, hit about 36 now 7, hit about 7, hit 36 now 7, about 37, 36 now 7, come on, Chicago, get in here, 36 now 7, hit 37, about 6 now 7, 37, about 36 now 7, about 7, I'm 36 now 7, about 37, I have sold him 3,600.
18,072.
Yep.
Hip number 18 is Snort. His video is up now. He's a 3-year-old gelding with 30 rides. He's starting to ride around. He's been out in the pasture, through the creeks and the ponds. A good young colt looking for a job. Just a 3-year-old. Watch the video.
1,200, 1,300, 1,200 now 1,300, 1,200 now 1,300, 1,200 now 1,300, 1,200 now 1,300. I'm 1,200 now 1,300, 1,300, now 1300, 1300, 12 now 1300, up 1300, 1300, 12 now 1300, 1300 here. I'm 1200 now 1300, 1300, 12 now 1300, 1300 here. I'm 1200 now 1300, 12 now 1300, 1300, 12 now 1300, up 1300. You're missing the boat right there. There's a nice young horse. 1200 now 1300, and 1300, 12 now 13, 1300, 1300, 12 now 1300. I'm 1200 now 1300 and a half, 12 now 12 and a half. I'm 1200, 12 and a half, 12 now 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half. Yep, 12, 12 and a half, 12 and now 12 and a half. I have sold him 1200, put him on 94.99.
Church in the 94.99.
19. Hip number 19 is a 15-year-old gelding. He is broke to ride and broke to drive, both single and double.
There's a pretty double named halflinger right there. 1500, 17 and a half. 1500, 17 and a half. I'm 1500, 17 and a half. 17 and a half. 1500, 1600. Up 1600. 1700. I'm 1600, 1700. 17. Up 17. 1800.
Check it on the floor, guys. Internet's all out.
1900 now 2, 1900 now 2. Hit 1900 now 2. Hit 1900 now 2. 1900 now 2. Hit 1900 now 2. Hit 1900 now 2. Hit 1900 now 2. Half now 2. Hit 19 and a half 2. Hit 19 and a half. Hit 2000 half. Hit 2000 now half. I'm 2000 now half. Hit 2000 now half. Half. Hit 2000 now half. I'm 2 10 now, high bit of the 2 10 high bit of the 2 10 now, high bit of the 2 10 now, $2,000 here, 2 10 high bit of the 2 10 now, high here I have. Sold him on the net 2,000.
You got him, Blake. 30039. 30039. We're starting on, okay. Okay, this is what I know many of you have been waiting for. We're starting on the Bet on Denver mare colt pairs. There are 3 of them. All 3 of these mares are going to sell exposed back to Bet on Denver. They've not been checked in full, but if you have a baby next year, if you will reach out to Mr. Adams, you can get you a breeder's certificate. Bet on Denver, for those who don't know, is sired by the one and only Metallic Cat. And Bet on Denver's Damn Raise Your Bet is not only by Dual Ray, but out of the NCHA Hall of Fame and world champion, Bet Your Blue Booms. Okay, that is the stud. This first mare is Royale Patches CD. She's a 2013 model mare. She's by Royale CD by CD Olina. She is out of a daughter of OT 7,11. Again, she's a 2013 model. That's a horse colt on her side. He was born April the 10th. He is registered as sorrel, but as you can see, he is starting to roan. There is a color correction in here as well as transfers for both. Again, mare's not halter broke, but gentle to move around. I moved her all over in the pens yesterday.
Mr. Adams made them things for a long time. He stands back there. He don't ever say nothing, but if you want colts to make ragged horses, cow horses,
These make real, these are good babies.
Best program in the world. By Bet on Denver by Metallic Cat. The mares are super gentle, and he told me yesterday when he unloaded them, they've been running back with the stud. They should be ready to go get your certificate.
They have a baby next year, you'll get a breeder's certificate.
Step left, Ernie.
You draw your eyes across that baby, guys. Them things have got the best confirmation that you will find anywhere. And there's a fancy little family right there. I want about $6,500 for the family.
I'll give you $3,500.
3,500, 37 and a half.
Internet's all out.
37 and a half, 35 and a half, 7 and a half, 3,600. 7. Yep, 3,700 now, 8 and now 9, 39, now 4, now 1, 41. I am 4,000 now 1, 41. You'll get more than that for the baby this fall. $4,000, 41. There's a fancy lad, and they're all horse colts.
Yeah!
3.
Cynthia Morale.
Yep, 43. now part. I'm 44 now.
We're out again, Cynthia.
Yep, 4,500 here. I'm 44 5. 45.
That's a 3-in-1 package with a red roan horse colt. Yes.
Now 6. Now 46. 45, 46, now 45, now 6 a bit, I'm gonna say, yep, 45 now 6 a bit, I'm gonna bump out a bit, now 6 a bit, 46 here, I'm gonna bump out a bit, now 6 a bit, 4600 here, I have 4,500, 4,600, I have sold 4,500 on the net.
Good eye, Cynthia. 30060. 30060.
But just wait to see
Just
what's
wait.
coming.
Yeah, just wait. You and I have the same favorite. I know we do.
I know this one's big, baby.
This one, first of all, is the best color in the world. And second of all, is, in my opinion, the best baby. But that's just my opinion. Look here. This is Adam's Mare 22. She's a 2016 model mare. She's by Fajita Bueno, by the great Lena Fajita. She's out of a daughter of Playing a Lot by Freckles Playboy. That fancy colt on her side is a horse colt born April the 8th by Bet on Denver. Same deal, exposed back the same way.
Baby's papers in
Baby papers are in hand, everything's good, and that is this is my favorite
He's
baby.
already got your papers back on that baby too, on them babies too, guys. You draw your eyes across that baby. I know he's got a little mud on him, but he's got 4 little white socks and a streak face. He's a horse colt, and there's a well lad right there. Come on, 6,000. 30,000.
4,000.
42 and a half. Now 5.
We're out on the internet.
Yep, 45. 45. And now 5. 47 half. 45 now 7 half. Yep, 47 half. 45 now 7 half. 45 now 7 half. I'm 4,500 now 7 half. 47 half. Now 5.
Man, you're out.
Yep, 5,000. There's a fancy outfit and a young mare fighting the minimum 5,000. 47 and a half, $5,000. Minimum 47 and a half, 5,000. I'll take 48 and a half win. 48 and a half. Hit 47 and a half, 8 and a half. 48 and a half, 7 and a half, now 8 and a half. Hit 48 and a half, 7 and a half, now 8 and a half. 48 and a half, 7 and a half, now 8 and a half. I'm 47 and a half, 8 and a half. 48 and a half, 47 and a half, now 8 and a half. 8 and a half. 47 and a half, 8 and a half, all done. 47 and a half, 8 and a half. Sold 47.50.
Good eye, Cynthia. 30060. She knows.
Now look at the britches on this one.
I know. This one's, I think, Ernie's favorite. We were all picking favorites
Now, them
yesterday.
other 2 babies were good babies, but you look at the pants on this young horse colt now. He's going to make a real one.
Look here. Mama is I'm a Royale CD. She's a 2013 model mare. She's by Royale CD by CD Olina. She's out of a daughter of 6 Adams by Flying X6. Again, 2013. That big bottomed horse colt was born on April the 12th by Bet on Denver.
You guys want to hook about 8,500 to that family. 3,500, 37 and a half. 37 and a half. I'm 3,500, 7 and a half. Now $4,000. Hit 37 and a half. Now 4,000. Yep, 37 and a half. $4,000. Hit 38 and a half. 37 and a half. Now 9 and a half. Now 4,000 and a half. Hit 4,000 and a half. 39 and a half. 4,000 and a half. Internet, you're out. 4,000 and a half. Hit 4,000 and a half. 38 now 1 and a half. And now 2 and a half. Now 42 and a half. 3 and a half. Hit 43 and a half. My friend. 2 and a half. Now 3 and a half. Hit 43 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, 43 and a half. I'm 42 and a half, 3 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, 43 and a half. 43 internet, you didn't make it. Now 4 and a half, now they did 44 and a half, and now 5 and a half, 45 and a half. Cynthia, you're out. 45 and a half, 44 and a half, 5 and a half. There's a fancy outfit. 45 and a half, 44 and a half, now 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 44 and a half, now 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 44 and a half, 5 and a half, 45 and a half, 44 and a half, now 5 and a half, I have 45 and a half, 44 and a half, 5 and a half. Sold 44.15, number 19.
So sorry, Cynthia. You clicked in just a tick too slow. So sorry, Cynthia. I know.
Waited.
I know you waited. I know. I don't have the colors on 23. I missed it.
23.
You got her. Did you turn her papers in? Maybe they just put the wrong number on her. Are we sure about that?
We don't have them.
We don't have
We ain't
them.
got no papers up here on it.
You got them on the catalog.
Yeah?
Just read them off their name.
Oh. Okay, hang on. Stand by. Here we go. Okay, papers are in the office. TT Cowboy Red Tramp via 2019 model AQHA mare. She's by Cowboy Fiesta, by Done It Cowboy Cool, by the great Hollywood Heat. She's out of a daughter of Hollywood Tramp 4 by Timberlake Dude. And again, she's a 2019 model mare. She's had 30 days on her as a 3-year-old and was kicked out to raise a few babies. Take her home and breed her or go back to riding her.
Hey, he told me that's the love they got her back up, went back to riding her. They had her started real good when she was young, and then they turned around and raised up colt.
Said the last week they've been saddling, getting ready back to go riding her.
1600.
We had her in the feed yard in them 30 days using her. She's, when you get on her, she's real gentle.
Said when you get on her, she's real gentle. They use her in the yard.
Saddler, spend a week with her, you'll be back to you.
Said they used her in the yards for 30 days, guys. 1600, 1700, 1700 here. Yeah, 1600 now, 1700, 1700, 1600, 1700, 1700, 18, now, $2,000, hit it, hit 19 now, 2, hit it, 1900 now, $2,000, hit it, 1900 now, 2, hit 1900 now, 2, hit it, 2000, hit it, 1900 now, $2,000, hit it, 2, hit 1900 now, $2,000, hit it,
She's gonna sell her when we get done, but I know this guy for a long time. They rode her, she'll be pretty handy.
she'll be in the bridle when they was riding her. 1900 now, 2, hit 1900 now, $2,000, hit it, 1900 now, $2,000, hit it, 2,000 here, I have. Sold them our 1900, put her on 16,443.
Hang on, I found the papers on that mare that they never took out of the sleeve. Oy vey.
24.
Hip number 24 is Classy. Classy is a 12-year-old mare, super gentle with a sweet disposition, easy to shoe, load and unload. She's been a brood mare most of her life, been riding her for about 60 days. She really wants to get along, ready to go in any direction. 12 years old.
$1,000, 12 and a half. Hit $1,000 now, 12 and a half. Hit it now, 1,500. Hit it 12 and a half. Hit it 1,500. Hit it 1,500. Hit it 12 and a half. 1,500. Hit it 12 and a half. 1,500. Hit 12 and a half. 1,500. Hit it 12 and a half. Now 1,500. Hit it 1,500. Down by 1,500. Now 14. Hit it 14. Hit it 13. Now 14. Hit it 1,400. Hit 1,400. Hit it 13. Now 14. Hit it 14. Hit 13. Now 1,400. Hit 1,400. Hit it 14. 13, 1400. I'm 13, now 14, 14, 13, now 14, 1400. Hit 1400. Hit 14, 13, now 1400. I'm 14 now, 15, hit 14, now 16, hit 16, now 1600. Hit 1600. Hit 16, now 15 and a half, 1600. Hit 16, now 1600. Hit 1600. Hit it, 1600. Now 1600. Hit 16.
Bill, the way you want one, you couldn't get one any better than her. She hasn't been in a town like this before. Like I say, she's been a brood mare, but look, she's gentle and nice. And you put one in any position like this, they're going to act up a little bit. I've just been putting miles on it.
Said they just been riding her outside, guys. They ain't been riding her in no hot box like
They
this.
live out in Western Kansas, big country, and that's what they do. They travel long country on
They've been out there in western Kansas, guys, in the big country.
I'll tell you what, you put it out of 30 days on this horse, get her up, and this horse is a $5,000, $6,000 horse any day of the week.
15 and a half, 1600, hit it, 1600, 15 and a half, now 1600, hit 1600, hit it, 18 and a half, now 1600, 1600, 15 and a half, hit it, 1600, now 1600, I'm 15 and a half, 1600, hit it, 1600, now 1600, here I have. Sold a mare 1550, book the old boys.
125. We have 22 and a half. Okay. Number 25.
We have number 25 is going to be a 7-year-old gelding. He's been ranch ridden. He will be sound. He's not going to be for little kids, not because he's a bucker or anything, but just not suitable for the little ones.
$1,000, 12 and a half. Hit $1,000 now, 12 and a half. Hit it $1,000 now, 12 and a half. Hit it $1,000 now, 12 and a half. 1100. Hit it now, 12. Hit it now, 12. 11 now, 12. Hit it 12. Hit it now, 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 12. 11, 12. Hit it 12. Hit it 11 now, half. Hit it now, 11 now, 11 half. Hit it 11 now, half. 1100 now, half, half, half. Hit it 11 now, half. Hit it 11 now, half. Hit it 11 half. $1,100 now, half. Hit it 11 half. Hit it 11 now, half. Hit it 11 half. Hit it 11 now, half. 1100, 11 half. 11 now, half. 11 now, half. I have sold 1100, 94, 99.
26.
He's going to tell you.
8 years old. He's gentle. He's got a big knee on. He's had it his whole life.
He's 8 years old, said he'd be gentle. He'll have a big knee on the left. He's had it his whole life, and it don't bother him.
Anybody in here can ride him.
And said absolutely anybody in here can ride him.
So just again, guys, he does have a big knee on the left.
How many?
8 and a half.
8 and a half, 9 and a half, 8 and a half, 9 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 and a half, 8 and a half, 9 and a half, 9 and a half, 10 and a half, now 11 and a half.
We're out, Lindsay.
11 and a half, 10 and a half, 11 and a half, 11 and a half, 10 and a half, 10 and a half, 11 and a half, 10 and a half, now 11 and a half, 11 and a half, 10 and a half, now 11 and a half, 11 and a half, now 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 11 and a half, 12 and a half, 11 and a half, 12 and a half, I'm 11 and a half, now 12 and a half, 11 and a half, 12 and a half, 11 and a half, now 12 and a half, 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 12 and a hal and a half, 12 and a half, 11 and a half, now 12 and a half, 12 and a half. I'm 11 and a half, now 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 11 and a half, now 12 and a half. Yep, 12 and a half, 12. Said it'd be gentle, gentle, gentle.
My niece has been backing up the house for a guy. She'll pull the carpet over the top of it and everything.
11 and a half with me.
12 and a half, 12 and a half, 11 and a half, now 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 11 and a half, now 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 11 and a half, now 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 11 and a half, 12 and a half, I have. Sold him on the internet, 11.15.
You got him, Lindsay. 30017. 30017. I love this horse's name. If I was a horse, this would be my name. Socially distant.
27.
Hip number 27 wins the award for best name of the day. This is Socially Distant. He is a 2020 model quarter gelding by Corona Surfer, by Corona Cartel. Corona Surfer's out of a daughter of First Down Dash. His dams by Mighty Invictus by Mr. Jess Perry. And again, he is a 2020 model. They call him Surfer. He's done all aspects of ranch work from gathering to roping and dragging calves. He's gentle and easygoing, 100% sound, an excellent head horse or barrel prospect.
Hey.
$2,000, 22 and a half. It's $2,000 now, 2 and a half. 22 and a half. 2,000 now, 2 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. 3, minimum 3,000. It's $3,000 here. 27 and a half. 3. $3,000 here. It's 27 and a half. 3. $3,000 here. You're out, young man. You want to get 3,000. 27 and a half. 3. Minimum $3,000 here. 3. It's 27 and a half. 3. Now 2 and a half. 5. 35. Good 35 minutes of the 32 and a half now 5 minutes of the 35 minutes of the 2 and a half now 5. I'm 32 and a half 5 minutes of the 5 minutes of the 2 and a half now 5 minutes of the 32 and a half 5. Good 35 minutes of the 2 and a half now 5 minutes of the 5 minutes of the 32 and a half 3 and a half 33 and a half minutes of the 2 and a half now 3 and a half minutes of the 4 and a half minutes of the now 5 and a half minutes of the 35 and a half. Good 35 and a half minutes of the 5 and a half minutes of the 4 and a half 5 and a half minutes of the 35 and a half 34 and a half 5 and a half minutes of the 5 and a half, Ernie that can't see on the internet, 35 and a half, 34 and a half, 5 and a half, 35 and a half, 4 and a half, now 5 and a half, now 6 and a half, and now 7 and a half, 37 and a half, 6 and a half, now 7 and a half, 37 and a half, 6 and a half, now 7 and a half, 37 and a half, 6 and a half, now 7 and a half, 37 and a half, 6 and a half, now 7 and a half, 37 and a half, I have 36 and a half, 7 and a half. Sold him 36.50.
If you'll just hand me up a sort and stick or a flag, I can tap you when you're in the way. Oh. Look here how cute. This is Barry. Barry is a yearling gypsy Welsh cross horse colt, halter broke. You talk about cute and feathered.
500, 600, look at the feathered legs on that little guy. 500 now, 600,
yes!
And now 700, now 700, now 700, now 700, 600, 700, 600, now 700, now 800.
Internet, you took it on the floor. Everyone's out online.
800,
you're both out.
Internet, you're all out. 800,
Yep.
And now 900, now 10.
We're out again.
Hit $900 now, $1,000. Internet, you're out $1,000. $900 now, $1,000. Hit $900 now, $1,000.
Yes.
Now 11, and I'm 1,100, man. You're out 1,100. 1,100. Hit $1,100 now, 1,100 here. Hit $1,100 now, 1,100. You got to find one like him before you can buy him. 1,100. 1,100. Hit $1,100 now, 1,100 now, 1,100. He'll get white as a barn. $1,000, 1,100, 1,100, man, you're out. You want to give him 1,100? You get 1,100, 1,100. Sold him on the internet, $1,000.
You got him, Ashley. 30065. 30065. Yeah. Is that an I told you so moment right there? This is a 15-year-old gelding, and he is well broke to ride, and he has performed all ranch work.
Wow. You talking about a true buckskin, guys? There he is, $1,000, 12 and a half. $1,000 now, 12 and a half, and now 15. $1,000 now, but a month and 800, 12 and a half, 1,500 here. Hit 12 and a half.
Yeah.
Now 17 and a half, now 2.
Internet's out.
1,000. Hit 17 and a half, 2. There's a pretty buckskin horse, $2,000 here. Hit 17 and a half, 2. Give me 18 and a half, internet. 18 and a half. 18 and a half. 17 and a half now. 18 and a half. 18 and a half. He's buckskin. 18 and a half. 17 and a half. Now 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 17 and a half now, 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 17 and a half now, 18 and a half, 17 and a half now, 18 and a half, 1,800, 1,800, about $1,800, $1,800. There's a little horse right there that ain't very high. You got any time in any feed of dog, guys, you can make all you want to make right there. 1,800, 17 and a half, 1,800, 1,800, 17 and a half now, $1,800, 1,800, $1,800, 17 and a half, 8. What about you boys down there? 1,800, there's one to make money, 1,800, it's 17 and a half, 1,800, 1,800, about 1,800, now half, 18 and a half, 1,800 now, half, 1,800 now, half, 18 and a half, 1,800 now, half. Sold him 1,800. $94.99.
Hip number 30 is Rocky. His video is up now. He's a teenage gelding you can calf rope, breakaway, or team rope either end off of. He's got a good handle on him. He'll be safe for the whole family. He does need some maintenance on the front end, but he's one you can win on or just enjoy and take out riding. Watch the video.
$17.5, $2,000. It's $17.5 down to $2,000, $17.5 down to $17.5 to up 2,000, $17.5 now, $2,000 here, $18.5, $18.5 now, $18.5, $18.5, I'm $18.5, $17.5 now, $18.5, $17.5, $18.5, $18.5 now, $18.5, $18.5 now, 18.5 now, 18.5. There's broke hound right there, guys. 18.5, 18.5 now, 18.5, 18.5, 18.5 now, 19.5, 18.5, 19.5 now, 2,000, 2,000. Yep, 2,000, 19.5 now, 2,000, 2,000. Yep, 19.5, 2,000, 2,000. I sold it $19.50.
Really?
Is that 31? This is Cash. He's a 7-year-old gelding. He's been used in the feed yard and on the ranch. Doctored lots of yearlings on him and drug lots of calves. A nice stand-up gelding, 7 years old.
Pretty good gray horse right here, guys.
He said they doctored a lot of cattle on him outside.
They doctored lots on him outside, guys.
They picked up broncs on him, used him for everything. Said you can turn him out for a year and catch him up, he'll be the same horse you turned out a year ago, 2,500.
2,500, 27.5, 2,500 now, 7.5. I'm 2,500 now, 7.5, 27.5, now, 7.5, 2,500 now, 7.5. Yep, 27.5, 2,500 now, 7.5, 2,500 now, 7.5. I'm 25 now, 3, $3,000, 27.5 now, $3,000, 7.5, 3. Yep, 27.5 down, $3,000, 27.5 now, 3. I'm gonna 3,000. I'm 27.5, 3. 27 now, 3. $3,000 here. 8.5, 27.5 now, 8.5, 27.5 now, 8.5. Hit 28.5, 27.5 now, 8.5, 27.5 now, 8.5. Hit 28.5, 27.5 now, 8.5, 28.5, 27.5 now, 8.5. I'm 28.5, 27.5 now, 8.5, 28.5, 27.5 now, 8.5. I'm about 8.5. 27.5, 8.5. Sold him 27.50. Said it takes 4,000 grains.
Goodness.
You only get about 3,500 on train. You use that horse all summer.
Hey, Ernie. This is Country Dream. He'll be a 22 model AQHA gelding. He's an own son, a country chicks man, a great son, a chicks Beduino, out of an own daughter of Dashing Val. Again, a 22 model. His video is up. He is Oklahoma bred, sure enough, a real prospect. Again, by country chicks man, an earner of $736,793 out of a daughter of Dashing Val, a super nice racer barrel prospect. He's been started right. They just got too many horses. It's no fault of his own. He needs to be racing. Will you sign us can you sign a transfer for him in the office, Marty? Okay.
His mama's a winner.
His mama is a winner.
He should have already been racing. He just got too many.
Marty said he should have already been on the track. They just got way too many.
That's the first time anybody's been on him in probably a year.
But that's the first time anybody's been on him in a year.
You don't know nothing. You don't need to go.
This Marty got a good colt there. 15.
1,500, 17.5. $1,500 now, 17.5. $1,500 now, 17.5. $1,500 now, 17.5. I'm 1,500 now, 17.5. $1,500, 1,600. Yep, 1,500 now, 1,600. $1,500 now, 1,600. Now 1,700. I'm 1,600 now, 1,700. $1,600 now, 1,700. $1,700 now, 1,700. It's 1,700. $1,600 now, 1,700. and now 1800, half now 1800, 17 and a half now 1800, 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 $1,800, 17 and a half now 1800, 1800, right? 17 and a half, 1800. Sold him 1750. 20,190. 20,190.
If number 33 is a 3-year-old gelding, just under 15 hands, easy to catch and halter with feed. Leads, loads, hauls, stands tied, easy to saddle, good for the farrier, and got 4 shoes on. He's got 15 rides on him, but he's been turned out the last couple months. He was used and ridden at the sale barn for a few days. He's green, just needs someone with time to get him going and get a job. The owners just don't have time to continue his training. 3-year-old.
There's 2 of them belongs to Brendan Daniels, works over at the stockyard over there in the city. Wow.
Hit that $12 and a half. 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 1300. I'm 12, 13, now 14. And then I'm behind now 14, 13, 12 and a half now 1300. 12 and a half now 1300. 13, 12 and a half now 1300. 1300. 1300. 12 and a half. 13, 12 and now 1300. And then 13, 12 and now 13, 13, 12 and now 1300. I have 1300. Sold him 1250. Jonah.
Tip number 34 is Diva. Her video is up. She's an 11-year-old mare and a finished barrel and pole horse. She'll stand just over 14 hands. Got an amazing handle on her and a big stop. She would make a great goat tying horse. If you want a nice junior rodeo horse or a step-up horse for your kid, she would work. She is as honest as they come. No alley issues, no maintenance required. She runs 2D times. She was also used to team pen, and they've used her at the sale barn as well. 11 years old. Watch a video.
1500, 17 and a half. I'm 1500 now, 17 and a half. 17 and a half. 17 and a half. 17
Yeah.
And now two.
Skeeter didn't make it.
17 and a half now. $2.
Yeah.
And now two and a
Leanne,
half.
you're out.
22 and a half. $2 now.
Yeah.
Now five.
Skeeter, you're out again.
25. 25.
Yeah. I'm back, Leanne.
27 and a half. I'm 25, 7 and a half.
Yeah.
Three.
Your turn, Skeeter.
Three. Yep, 23,
No.
2 and a half.
Leanne, you're out again.
I'm 3 down now, 2 and a half. 32 and a half. 3 down now, 2 and a half. Yep, 32 and a half. Broke. 3 down now, 2 and a half. 3 down now, 2 and a half. 32 and a half. I'm 3 down now, 2 and a half. 30.
Yo! We're out again, Skeeter.
Yep, 35. She's broke.
3 and a half.
And 4 and a half. And now 5 and a half.
Now you're both out.
5 and a half. Yep, 34 and a half. 5 and a half. 6 and a half. 36 and a half. Yep, 35.
Took it on the floor. We're out.
36 and a half. 35 and a half. 6 and a half. 37
Yo!
and a half. And now 8 and a half.
We're out again.
38 and a half. 38 and a half. Internet, we're out. 38 and a half. 9 and a half. And now 4,000 and a half.
We're way out.
4,000 and a half. 30 now 1 and a half. 41 and a half. Now 2 and a half. Yep, 42 and a half. And now 3 and a half. And now 4 and a half. 44 and a half. 3 and a half. Now 4 and a half. And now 5 and a half. 45 and a half. Now 6 and a half. 46 and a half. Yep, 46 and a half. 45 and a half. Now 6 and a half. 46 and a half. Skeeter, are you paying attention? 46 and a half. I'm 45 and a half. Now 6 and a half. 46 and a half. 45 and a half. Now 6 and a half. 46 and a half. There's a broke little mare. 46 and a half. 45 and a half. Now 6 and a half. 40. That should be the same horse every day. Because you can put a kid on her and an adult. She's gonna do the same thing every day, and it looks like to me you.
I'm all the time where they tell you do that.
Yeah, this mare will be just the way they tell you every time.
The little one over there sitting up there, we play softball and we had a tournament today and we don't have time for all the horses we got. She's got to finish horses, her backup horse, and then she's got to
6.5. You're out.
Somebody's got to go.
Hey, ma'am, has she ever been in an arena? Has she ever cut cows?
We've teamed it on.
They've team pinned on her.
They've team pinned on her.
She comes every Thursday. Everything be good.
I was gonna say the way she gets around her guys, I would never take her back to the arena to barrel race on. I'd take her to the cutting pen.
6.5 with me. I'm with you, Leanne, for the moment anyway.
I got 47 and a half.
Oh, now we're out.
48 and a half, Leanne. 48 and a half. Yep, 47 and a half. 8 and a half. Now 9 and a half. 49 and a half. 5 out and a half.
I'm back. We're out.
Yep, 5 out and a half. There's a good mare right there. 5 out and a half. Yep, 5 out and a half.
Yes.
Now 1 and a half. 51 and a half. Yep, 51 and a half. 5 out and a half. 1 and a half. 51 and a half. 5 out and a half. 1 and a half. We're going to sell her when we're done. 5 out and a half, 1 and a half, 51 and a half, 5 out and a half, now 1 and a half, 51 and a half, 5 out and a half, now 1 and a half, I have sold her 5,050.
She's going to my homeland, New York bound, 30010.
She's gone to New York. Thank you, ladies.
50. You talk about a pretty gelding. This is Parker, and his video is up now. He is a very attractive 8-year-old ranch gelding. This horse has been used in the feedlot and on the ranch his whole life. He's gentle. He's honest. He rides with a great handle. You can trail ride him or you can take him right down the highway. He's going to go wherever you ask. You watch that video. That Roy rode him all through Jones yesterday.
Be 100% sound. Boy, you talking about a nice lad
He
right
is a
here.
nice gelding. Pay attention, internet. Nice gelding.
37 and a half, $4,000. 37 and a half for it. Yep, 37 and a half for 2 and a half. 42 and a half. 4,000 now 2 and a half. 42 and a half. Yep, 4,000 now 2 and a half. And now 1, 2. 41 now 2 now 3. Yep, 43. Sir, you're out. 43. Now 3 and a bit. I'm going to 3. 4.
Yeah!
4. I'm 5.
We're out.
45. 45. Internet now 6. 46 here. But I'm 5. 6. And now 7.
We're out.
47. Now 7.
Yes.
Now 8. 48. Sir, you're out there. 48. 47. 8. Yep. 48. Now 8. 8.
I tell you the rest of the story. I know that horse is his three. He said, I bought him off a dentist craft one day there. He broke his ride. He didn't have no hair in his back. I sold him to a Mennonite boy that owns a starting yard over at Buffalo. He's been there the last 5 years.
He's been in the starting yard the last 5 years over there at Buffalo, guys.
I don't care if you got a 5-year-old kid or an 80-year-old man, they can ride him.
Whether you got a 5-year-old kid or an 80-year-old man, they can ride him.
He called the other day and I went over and got him, but I promise you he's as good a horse as you want to put your saddle on.
He'll be legit.
47 with me.
47, 4,800, 47, 8, and now 9, 49, 9, 9, 9, 9. He's a real deal if you're wanting you a good horse. 49, 48, 9, 49,
He's honest,
9,
Skeeter.
9, 9,
Yeah.
$5,000, $5,000 here. And now 1,
We're out.
500 now, but I'm 1, I'm 500 now 1. Yep, 500 now 51, 500
Yes.
now 2, 52. Yep, 51 now 3,
We're out again.
Don't miss him, internet. You'll love that horse.
Skeeter, he's genuinely nice. Like genuinely nice horse.
Skeeter, this some bitch is as real as they get, I promise you.
52, 3, here now
Yeah.
4, 54, I'm gonna bump 53, now fold it a bit, I'm gonna bump over a bit, 53, now fold it a bit, I'm gonna bump 54, hit it a 3, now fold it a bit, I sold him on the internet, 5,300.
He is Chicago bound. Just put Skeeter net because the number will conflict. Skeeter, you're gonna love him. You will love him. So I got no notes, but I have papers. Is he still a stud colt? Yes. Jake Spoon Swung is a 24 model horse colt. He's by TFR Turbo, by Doc's Prairie Oak, by Doc's Oak. He is out of a daughter of Fairfax J by Fairfax Joe 2. Going to go back to Rooster just off the papers on the top as well. April of 24 model. This colt's got a little rhinos, guys.
$400, $500, hit 4, 5, hit it, fold it in now, fold it in now, fold it in now, fold it in now, minimum 4, 5, hit 4, 5, hit it, fold it in now, 5, 5, 5, 5, papers in hand, 400, 500, now 600, hit 500, now 600 here, hit it, 600 now, minimum 500 in now, 600 in now, minimum 600 here, hit 500, 600, hit it, 600 now, minimum 500 in now, 600 here, minimum 5.5, 5, 5, 50, hit it, 500 in now, 5.5, now 6, 600, minimum 6, now half, 6.5, young lady, now 7, now 7, minimum 6.5, now 700, minimum 6.5, now 700, minimum 7. So we go 650, and that's 20,187. Is that right? 20,187.
It don't take much for some people.
Now pipe down. Hip number 37 is Marty. Marty is a buckskin mare, approximately 16 years old and about 14 two hands. Teeth floated within the last 30 days, hooves trimmed in the last 30 days, and up to date on vaccines. Broke to ride, intermediate or experienced rider, loads and unloads, stands tight, easy to saddle, and looking for a loving home.
$1,000, 12 and a half, I'm going, 100 it is, I'm going now, 12 and a half, it is, I'm going now, 12 and a half, it is, I'm going now, 12 and a half, and now 1,500, it is now 17 and a half, young man, it is 17 and a half. You're outstanding up. Now $2,000. It's 17 and a half. Now 2. You want to give 18 and a half there for 418 and a half. It's 17 and a half. 18 and a half. 18 and a half. 18 and a half. 18 and a half. 17 and a half. Now 18 and a half. It is now 19 and a half. 19 and a half. 18 and a half. 19 and a half. It's 19 and a half. 18 and a half. Now 19 and a half. 19 and a half. 18 and a half. 19 and a half. It's 19 and a half. 19 and a half. 18 and a half. Now 19 and a half. 19 and a half. I'm 19 and a half. 18 and a half. Now 19 and a half. 19 and a half. Here I have. Jump back in, young man. 19 and a half. So the horse 1850. Put it on number 2333.
Family horse.
38?
Yep.
Hip number 38 is Stormy. His video is up. He'll be a 16-year-old gelding standing 14 hands. He's been on many trails. He's been hog hunted on, used to check fences, and ridden by all the grandkids, sometimes all at the same time. The youngest of those is 4. Easy to catch and very, very gentle.
Watch all them videos, all them pictures. Them two little
He's
guys
gotta
back
move.
there rode back there all day up down them alleys riding them horses everywhere. 1,200.
1,200, 1,300, hit 1,200 now, 13, I'm going, 1,200 now, 1,300, 1,200 now, 1,300, 1,300 now, 1,400 now, 1,500 now, 1,600 now, 17 now, 18 now, 19 now, 2,000 now, 1, and now 2, now 3, now 4, now 5, now 6, now 7, now 8, hit 28, hit 28, don't worry about me, hit 27, 8, hit 2,700 now, 800, it is 700 now, 800, it is 700 now, hit, I'm 27, 8, hit it.
That is a babysitter now. Babysitter.
There's a good little horse.
If you look at their video, they're doing this right here out of
You can ride him like that anywhere.
27, 2,800, 2,900, $3,000. Now 1, now 2, now 3, now 4, now 5, 6, 7, 8, 36, 36. What are you going to tell your grandkids? 36, yep, 35 now, 6, 7, 8, 36, I'm going to about 500 now, 600, 3,500, 3,600, insurance policy, 3,500, 3,600, 3,600, now 500 now, 6, yep, 3,600, 500 now, 600 now, 3,500 now, 600 now, 3,500 now, 600 3,500 now, 6. Sold him 3,500, put him on 99.24.
Mm-hmm.
Down here, boy.
He's a big one.
39.
If number 39, his video is up. He'll be a 15-year-old gelding. He is broke to ride and drive for any level rider.
8 and a half.
8 and a half, 9 and a half, 9 and a half, 9 and a half, 9 and a half, big old Belgian, 9 and a half, 8, 9 and a half, 900, 15
He's
years old.
15.
8 and a half, 9, 8, 900, 900, 9, 8, 15, 9,
Check it on the floor, Skeeter.
Ernie, I took it
Skylar,
on the internet.
oh, sorry. I'm
900,
sorry.
9.5, and now 10.
We're out.
$1,000
Internet's
internet,
out.
$9.5 thousand, $9.5. Now $1,000 internet, $1,000, $9.5 $1,000. I'm minimum $10 here. Good, $9.5 now $1,000 here, $9.5 now $1,000, $10 here, $9.5 now $1,000. Good, $9.5 man, you want in here? Why not? $9.5 $1,000 here. Good, $9.5 now $1,000 here, $9 now $1,000 here, $9 now $1,000, $1,000 here. I'm $9.50 $1,000. I'm minimum $9.50 now $1,000 here, $9 now $1,000 here. I have 9.50 now half. $1,000 now half. $1,000 now half. $1,000 now half. So leave on the net $1,000.
Texas bound 30059. 30059. Skylar. Sorry, Tina, you clicked in just a tick slow there.
Oh my, looky here.
Skeeter, pay attention. If number 40 is a 7-year-old Appaloosa gelding used to check cows and trail ride, big boned and all the color. Take him home and use him on the trailers or go ranch on him. He'll be gentle for all. He's so much cuter in person.
Check cattle, took him to the river, done everything.
He's been to the river. They checked cows on him.
Great.
$3,000, $3,500. It's $3,000 now. $3,500 now. $5 gone. $3,000 now. $1. $31. Hit 31. $3,000 now. $1. Now $2. Now $3. $33. And now $4. $5. $35 now. $6. $7. $37 now. $8. $7. I'm 38. $37 now. $38. $38 now. $8. I'm 38, 37 now, 8 to the bed, number of the 8 to the 38, 38, 7, 8, 38, 8 to the bed, number of the 8 to the 37 now, 8 to the bed, 3800, here, number of the 7 now, 8, 38, 8 to the 7 now, 800, 3800, I'm 3700 now, 800, here, here to the 38, 8, 3800, number of the 7 now, 8, 38, 37 now, 8, 38, 37 now, hey, hit 38, hit 37 now, 38, 37, 8, I have. Sold him 3,700. Said it takes 5,000 for him while he's here.
Oh my goodness. If number 41 is Doc Freckles Dell, be a 2004 model quarter gelding. He's by Freckles Cyclops, by Freckles Playboy, out of a daughter of Doc Smoot Chacho. Again, he is an 04 model gelding. He'll stand 15-1. He loads, he unloads. He stands tight. He's easy to saddle. They just have too many horses.
500, 600, 500, here I have your bingo 600, pretty much 19,947.
Pay attention and watch that video. Hip number 42 is a 4-year-old gelding that rides around nice, started on the rodeo circuit goat tying. Just started by 2-time state champion goat tyer Victoria Whitehead. He's not finished, but he'll make a good goat horse and make a really nice junior rodeo horse. Victoria's headed off to college. He's 4 years old. You watch that video.
Said he will be broke to death, guys, and there's a good little horse right there. $2,000, 22 and a half. Hit $2,000 now, 2 and a half. Hit $2,000 now, 22 and a half. Hit $2,000 now, 2 and a half. Hit $2,000 now, 2 and a half. 5. Hit $25 now, 7 and a half. Hit 27 and a half. Hit $5 now, 7 and a half. Now 3. Hit now, 2 and a half. Hit 32 and a half. I'm straight away. You're out over here. 32 and a half.
Yep.
And now 5. Hit 35, young man. Now we're out. Hit 32 and a half. 5. Hit 35. Internet's in the lead. 32 and a half. 5. Hit 35. Hit 32 and a half. Now 5. Hit 35. I'm 32 and a half. 5. I'm 32 and a half. 5. 32 and a half. Now 5. 35. You only get 3 and a half. 33 and a half. 32 and a half. 3 and a half. Yep, 33 and a half. 32 and a half. Now 3 and a half. 33 and a half. I'm 32 and a half. 3 and a half. 33 and a half. 100% sound, guys. 32 and a half, 3 and a half, 33 and a half. Yep, 33 and a half, 32 and a half, now 3 and a half. I have sold him on internet, 32.50.
30014, 30014. And number 43 is Doc Xana, CCRB, a 22 model filly. She's by Red Doc Zan, by Doc's Handy Hancock 81, by Doc's Prescription. She is out of a daughter of CCR Colonel Spratt by Colonel J. Jigger. Again, a 22 model. She's currently 14 hands, halter broke, loads and hauls decent. They're just selling because they don't have time to get her trained to put to work, but she should make a good using a rodeo horse.
Come with that gray colt they had in here a while ago, guys. $1,000, 1,100. Hit $1,000 now, 1,100. But I'm on $1,000 now. There's a fancy filly. $1,000 now, 1,100. Hit $1,000 now, 1,100. But I'm on $1,000 now, 1,100. $1,000 now, 1,100. But I'm on $1,000 now, 1,100. But I'm on $1,000 now, 1,100. And now 12. 13, 13, 12, and now 13, and now 1400. Hit 1400. 13, and now 14, 13, and now 1400. I'm 13, and now 14, 14, 13, and now 1400. Hit 14, 13, and now 14, 13, and now 14, 1400. I'm 14, 13, and now 14, 14, 13, and now 1400. So we're 1300 around 16,443.
I don't have notes.
6-year-old mare be broke to get in that bridle, boy. There's a shapy gray mare. 18 and a half, $2,000. 18 and a half now, $2,000 now, 2 and a half, 22 and a half, 2 now, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, now 5, 25. It's 2 and a half, 5, 25, 25. I got your neighbor over there, 22 and a half, 5. It's 22 and a half now, 5, 2 and a half now, 5. 3 and a half, 4 and a half, 24 and a half, 4 and a half, 24 and a half, 4 and a half, 3 and a half, now 4 and a half, 24 and a half, 23 and a half, now 4 and a half, 24 and a half, 24 and a half, you're out, Randy boy, but I'm 4 and a half, 3 and a half, now 4 and a half, 24 and a half, 3 and a half, now 4 and a half, 24 and a half, 3 and a half, now 4 and a half, 24 and a half, 3 and a half, now 4 and a half, 4 and a half, 3 and a half, now 4 and a half, I have 24.50. Sold her 23 and a half. Look how much you need here, my friend. Take 3,500.
Did they turn her papers in?
No guarantee the paper.
How do
They hold the checking office.
hold the check. Yes, is that what we're doing? Ernie and Damon.
Hello, come in.
Hello, someone come in. I need.
Jill.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
that's.
They'll hold the check in the office.
Okay.
Is that yes? We're gonna hold the check. Yes. All right, everyone, get out from in front of the camera, please. This is Sue Peppy Rondo. She is a 22 model registered paint mare. Papers are not here. Owners are guaranteeing them. We're gonna hold the check, okay? So that they will, when we get the papers, they will get the check and not until. She is by Kelly Peppy Rondo, by Kelly Rondo, by Cactus Rondo, out of a daughter of AKF Dash of Lightning by QT Lightning Poco, and they call her Honey. She got about 30 days on her, put on by a 13-year-old rider. This mare is kind on the eye as they come, make a good family horse, take her home and go in any direction.
She said that little girl's on one there road and she's done all the stuff with her. It's called 1500.
1,500, 17 and a half, 1,500 now, 17 and a half, 1,500 now. There's a pretty faint filly, 1,500 now, 17 and a half. It's 17 and a half, 1,500 now, I'm gone, 1,500 now, 17 and a half. It's 1,500 now, 17 and a half, 1,500 now, 17 and a half, 17 and a half. 1,600.
Yeah.
Now 1,700. Now 1,800.
That's out.
1,800. 1,800. 1,800. I'm 1,700 now. 1,800.
Yeah.
1,900. I'm 1,800 now. 1,900. 1,900. 1,800 now. 1,900 here. 1,800 now. 1,900.
Yeah.
Now $2,000 here. 1,900 now. It's 1,900.
Yeah.
Now one.
Debbie's in the lead. Everyone else is out.
It's 2,001. If your name's not Debbie, you're out on that internet. 21.
Yeah.
Now Debbie, you're out. 22. 21, 2, 22,
Cynthia and Debbie are both out.
21, 2, 21, 2. Sold to Philly, 2,100.
Scotty Nix net.
We're all good.
No notes.
It's a big horse there.
12 years old, gentle.
12 years old and gentle.
Might lift a little.
This horse is not sound.
It's 7 high now, 8 high, 7 high now, 8 high, 8 high, 7 high, 8 high, 8 high, 7 high now, 8 high, 8 high, 7 high now, 8 high, 8 high, 7 high, 8 high, 8 high, 7 high now, 8 and now 11 high, 11 high, and now 11 high, number 11 high. I'm 10 high, 11 high, 11 high, and now 11 high, 11 high. You're 10 high, 11 high, 11 high, 10 high, now 11 high, 11 high, 10 high, now 11 high. I'm 11 high, 10 high, now 11 high, 11 high. Sold him 10, 50, pretty much. 21,109. 21,109.
Do we have the papers on her?
Oh, these people, yes, I already talked to them. We're going to guarantee you all the money.
We're okay. Well, when I read them, you're going to understand why it's a big deal.
They were in the truck. Come to me earlier.
Hip number 47 is Chicks, a Stylin' Cat. She's a 2020 model mare. Listen here. She's by High Cost of Metal, a great son of Metallic Cat. High Cost of Metals, out of a daughter of Dual Ray. Her dam's by Triple Go Lucky by Triple's Image. Again, she is a 2020 model. She'll stand about 14 hands. She's been used out in the pasture to gather cows and has been started on the breakaway dummy. She's ready for a job. A High Cost of Metal daughter.
3,000, 32 and a half.
She needs to move.
3,000 now, 2 and a half, 3,000 now, 5. I got you. I'm going to 32 and a half, 5.
Guys,
35.
ladies.
Guys, you got to get out of that corner.
32 and a half, 5, and now 7 and a half, and now 4, $104,000 hit of the 37 high now $4,000 hit of the 4. Yep, 37 and a half, 4, $104,000 hit of the 37 high now 4, $104,000 hit of the 7 high now 4. I'm 37 high, $4,000 hit of the 4,000 hit of the 7 high now $4,000 here. Yep, 37 high now 4,000 minimum $4,000 minimum 37 high now 4. I'm 37 high, 4, minimum $4,000 hit of the 37 high now 4,000 minimum $4,000 37 half, $4,000 hit 4,000 37 half now $4,000 I have 37 half for sold her 37 half put her on whoop, takes 5,000. You feel anything else coming on? Why not? You ought to be.
5,000.
She's a sexy blonde. This is Marilyn. She's 8 years old, a quarter pony mare. She was ridden as a 3-year-old, then raised a few colts. A fancy, fancy summer project if you want to tune one up under saddle. She's sure worth putting the time into.
$2,000, 22 and a half. It's $2,000 now, 22 and a half. It's $2,000 now, 2 and a half. It's 22 and a half. It's $2,000 now, 2 and a half. It's 5. It's 25. It's 22 and a half. Now 5. It's 25. It's 22 and a half. 5. It's 5. It's 2 and a half. Now 5. It's 22 and a half. 5. It's 22 and a half. 5. It's 25 here. I'm 22 and a half. Now 5. It's 22 and a half. Now 3 and a half. It's 23 and a half. I'm 22 and a half. 3 and a half, 23 and a half, 5, 2 and a half, 3 and a half. It's 30 pony, 22 and a half, 3 and a half. It's 23 and a half, 3 and a half, 22 and a half, now 3 and a half, 3 and a half, 2 and a half, 3 and a half. It's 23 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half. You could sell some wet saddle pads really, really high right there. 22 and a half, 3 and a half, 23 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half. I'm 23 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, 22 and a half, 3 and a half, I have 22 and a half, 3 and a half. City wants more for it.
What's that number? 40? Is that 49?
49.
Yep, number 49 is going to be a 15-year-old mare. She's broke to ride. She's been a trail and a lesson horse. Any level of rider can get along here.
Yes.
Lopes so slow you can walk beside her. Here,
Said she lopes so slow you can walk right beside her, guys.
Like Western Pleasure Lopes is good. I watched you ride her out there all morning. She'll lope in circles, take her leads. Everything's good.
1,500, 17 and a half. 1,500 now, 17 and a half. 1,500 now, 17 and a half. 1,500 now, 17 and a half. I'm 1,500 now, 17 and a half. 17 and a half here, 1,600. 1,500 now, 1,600. Yep, $1,600 here. 1,500 now, 1,600. 1,600. I'm gonna bump it in. 1,600. 1,600 here. I'm 1,500 now, 1,600. 1,600. I'm gonna bump it in. 1,600. Now 18, 19.
Internet's out.
Internet 1900, 1800 down, 1900. There's a nice broke mare right there. Internet 1900, 1800 down, 1900 here.
When you're selling that type, he picked her up, just loped her across the street, loped her on the sidewalk. There ain't nothing she can lope. I mean, you can walk by her. You can take her to a Western Pleasure place.
1,800, 1,900, 1,900 internet, we're out. 1,800, now 1,900,
Yeah.
now $2,000, 1,900, now $2,000 here. I'm on 2. Hit 2,000, $2,000, 1,900, now 2. Why not? 1,900, now 2. Shake your head the other way. 1,900, now 2. There's a broke gentleman. 1,900, now 2. Hit 1,900, now $2,000. You want back in? 2,000. I have now 1. 21.
We're out again.
Hard to get. 21. $2,000. 21. Internet, we're out. 21. $2,000 now. 1 and a bit. 21. 2,000 now. 1 and a bit. I have sold her $2,000. Put her on number 19,947. Is that right?
Hip number 50 is Spud. He is an 8-year-old draft cross gelding. He's been ridden at the feed yard, gathered lots of cattle. He would make someone a cool using horse, 8 years old.
700, 800, 700 now, 800, 700 now, 800, 700 now, he, it's 700, 800, 800, 700 now, 800, 700 now, 800, 800 now, 80, now, 9, 10, you're at 10, 11, 11, 11, 10, now 12, 11, now 12, 11, now 12, 12, 11, now 12, now 13, 13, 12, now 1300, yep, 1300.
You get on him, ease him around, he's fine, but you get on him, you go Kion, he might try you.
Boy, we got
But-
sorry.
1200, 1300, he said if you get on him,
He
you
might
go to
saddle up a little
Kion,
tight, you guys.
Kion on him, he might try you. You get him on, ease him around, he's fine. 1200, 13, it ain't gonna bother my man none. 1200 now, 1300. He's been kied before. 1200 now, 1300. Yep, 1300, 1300, 1200 now, 1300, 1200 now, 1300. Yep, 1300, 1200 now, 1300, 1300, 1200 now, 1300, 1200 now, 1300. I have 12, 13. Sold him 1200. Put him on 19, 947.
51 is Tootsie, a 16-year-old mare. She'll stand 15-2, loads and unloads, stands tied, easy to saddle, only selling because the grandkids are moving.
700, 800, and I'm going 700 now, 800, 700 now, 800, 700 now, 800, 700 now, 800, 700 now, he, yep, 700 now, he, 900 now, 10,
That's out.
900 now, $10 now, 1,000, yep, 900 now, $10 here, 900 now, $10 here, 900 now, $10 here, 1,000, yep, 900 now, $10 here, internet, you're out, 900 now, $10 here, 900 now, 1,000. Hit 900 now, $10 here to the 900 now, $10 here to the $10 here to the 900 now, $10 here to the 900 now, $10 here. I have $10. Sold her 900. Put her on number 18, 874.
Hip number 52 is Winston. His video is up. He is a 4-year-old gelding and stands 14 hands on the dot. He's as gentle as a 4-year-old can get. He worked at the stockyards in El Reno. He's been trail ridden, crosses the water, drags logs and tires, carries plastic bags and tarps. You can crack the bullwhip and use a flag on him. Nothing phases him. He's easy for anyone to get along with. If they had their own kids, they'd be all over him. He goes barefoot or shod, sound around. That's a really good video on this 4-year-old.
1,500, 17 and a half, 1,500 now, 17 and a half, yep, 1,500 now, 17 and a half, 1,500 now, 17 and a half here, yes ma'am.
We got Dr. Lena and Colonel Raymond on the dance speakers. He's selling gray. She's a big old stout mare. I think he's just a late bloomer.
So he's going to get bigger, guys. He's out of a big old Dr. Lena bred mare.
15.
1,500, 17 and a half, 1,500 now, 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 1,600, 1,500 now, 1,600, yep, 1,600 here, 1,500 now, 1,600, 1,500 now, 1,600, yep, 1,600 here, 1,500 now, 1,600, 1,600 down, but about 1,500 down, but about 1,600 here, I have. Sold them her 1,500. Put her on 90.
Nope, I knew that was.
$1,800. Here you go.
Okay. I don't have any notes here.
Hey, hit number 53 is on to get.
Can we get a little info? Sex change,
Yeah.
It is 53, right?
Mare, ain't it? 354.
Super bad leg on the back end, guys. I'm not going to turn the internet bidding on for this one.
354. I'm gonna bump over to the 3 minute now, over to the 350 now, over to the number of part. Yep, 350 now, forward. I'm gonna bump over to the number of forward. I'm gonna down 350 now, over to the number of part. 354. So it's 350, 3319.
$54.
54 is Sister, a 12-year-old pony mare. She's fun for all the kids and she stays gentle. She's been to gatherings and lots of trail rides and she is broke to drive. 12 years old and an all-around pony.
They drug calves on her, gathered cattle on her, said a little bigger kid get along gray vest, and she drives good in the cart too.
500, 600, hit it, 500, now, 600, now, but I'm on 500, no see. Hit 500, 600, hit it, 600, now, but I'm on. There's a pretty Tony right there.
Yeah.
Now 700. I'm 600 now, 700, hit it, 700, now, but I'm on 600 now, 700, hit it, 700 now, 700. I'm 600, 700, hit it, 700, now, but I'm on 600 now, 700, hit it, 700, now, but I'm on 600 now, 700. Hit 600, 700, hit it, 700, now, but I'm on 600 now, 700, hit it, 700 now, 700, now, but I'm on 600 now, 700. I'm 600, 700. I'm 600 now, 700.
Yeah. Skylar, you're out. 800. Jackson, you're out.
Now 10.
Skylar, I'm back.
Now 10. Hit here. Hit 900 now. $1,000 here. I'm 900 now. $1,000 here. 900 now. $1,000 here. 1,000. I'm 900 now. $1,000 here. 900 now. $1,000 here. 1,000 here. I'm 900 now. 1,000. Sold a pony on the internet. 900.
We good? Louisiana bound 30055. No. I don't have notes.
He's a horse colt. He's got a paint mare.
Out of a paint stud.
Out of a paint stud.
She's a real nice mare, good producer. He was just on her when we bought the truckload.
Great.
$300, 3.5.
Stud colt, guys.
3.5. Hit 350. Now forward and now forward.
Took it on the floor, Caleb. Took it on the floor.
I'm 354.
Yep.
Hit 4.5, sir. I'm gonna bump over to now 4.5. Now 4.5 here. I have 450. Sold her 400 on the net.
Got him, Caleb. 30031. 30031. This is El Flamas RR, a 2019 model appendix gelding. His video is up. He's by Capo de Capi, by Corona Cartel. Out of a daughter, a walk through fire by First Down Dash. He is running bred from the very top to the very bottom, and again, 6 years old. He was with a trainer for 60 days, then started on the pattern. He has not been raced or sped up. Watch the video. He does go around pretty
800,
good.
900. Now 10.
6 year old.
6 years old. 900, 1000, 900 now. $1,000 here. 900 now. 1,100 now. 1,200.
That's out.
1,200 here. 11, 12. 12
Yep.
now 13. 14.
We're out.
1400. Yep. 1300 now. 1400. 1400. 1300 now. 1400. Yes, sir. 1300 now. 1400. Yep. 1400. 1300 now. 1400. 1300 now. 1400. Yep.
Yo!
15 now. 16, 16.
You're both out online. All three of you are out.
1600. Yep, 1600. Now 1700. 1700. Yep, 1700.
Watch that video. That horse goes around cute.
1700. Young lady, we're out. 1700. It's 1700.
Yo!
You didn't make it. 1800.
Took it on the floor, Trayvon.
1800.
We are on the floor. Everyone online's out.
1800. I'm 1800.
Yo!
1900. 1900. 1900.
Trayvon, you're out.
1900.
Yo!
Now two. Hit $2 $10.
Yo!
Down one.
Trayvon, you're out again.
Now one. Hit 21. Hit now one. Hit 21. Hit $2 now one.
Yep.
Now two. Hit 22. Hit 22. Hit it on.
Yep.
3.
Trayvon, I'm back.
Trayvon, you're out. 23. Hit 22. Now 3. Now 4. You're
Now
all
we're all
out.
out.
23. 4. Hit 23. Now 4.
Yo.
Now 5. 25. 25. You're out of there. 25. 5. I'm on the internet. 24. 5.
Yo.
6. Now 7. Hit 27. Hit 26. Now 7.
Yo.
Now 8. Hit 28. 28. 27. Now 8. 28. Now 8.
Yep.
Now 9. 29. 9. 29. Who we got in?
Scotty boy.
Scotty, you're in. 28. Now 9. The rest of you's out. 29 on the net. 28. Now 9. Hit 29. Trayvon, you're out 2. Now 3. Now
We're
3,
out online.
Now $3 $10 internet. You're
Yep.
out 3. Now 1. 31. 3. Now 1. I'm hot. 31. 3. Now 1. Now 2.
We're out again.
32 internet. 31 now 2.
Yep.
3. 33. 33. Now 3. 32 now 3. 32 now 3. Now 3. I have sold him online 3,200.
Scotty net.
Yes, ma'am.
What is?
Yearling horse colt. Said he'll load, he'll stand tight.
This young man's got it. This young man's got a.
Hey, young man. Hey, buddy, you got to move. You're in front of the camera. For it. I'm 3, 4. I'm 3. Now 4. Now 4. Now 5. Hit 4. 5. Now 5. Now 6. Hit 6. Give me 5.5, young man. 5.5. Now 6. Now half. Hey, look at it this way. It's the same 50. We ain't said it yet. Now 7. Now 7. You're all out. Now I got me a new lady. 6.5. 7. I'm 6.5. Now 700. 7. Yep, 700. 6.5 now 700. I'm 6.5 now 700. 6.5 now 700. I have sold him 650. Whoop. PO, boys, PO.
What? Oh my goodness. What is happening? What is happening? Is that 50? Captain Hot Magic be a 2004 model gelding by Captain Dincote, by Captain Quixote, by Doc Quixote, out of a daughter of Hot Magic by Magic Manor. Again, he is a 2004 model. Used on the ranch and at the play days. He said, don't let the age fool you on this one. Take him home and let the kids use him.
He said they shagged bills on him, sorted bucking bills on him, sorted cattle on him, ranched on him, come out of purpose line and everything you can do on the ranch on him. Had him long time good old.
Don't let that age fool you either. He rides like a 10-year-old.
Hey! $2,000, 22 and a half. It's $2,000 now, 2 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 and a half. I'm $2,000 now, 2 and a half. It's $2,000 now, 2 and a half. It's 21. It's $2,000 now, 1 and a bit. It's 21. It's $2,000 now, 1 and a bit. I'm minimum 1. I'm $2,000 now, 1. It's 21. It's $2,000 now, 1 and a bit. It's 21. It's $2,000 now, 1. It's 21. I'm $2,000 now, 1 and a bit. It's 21. It's $2,000 now, 1 and a bit. I'm minimum 1. I'm $2,000 now, 1 and a bit. It's $2,000 now, 21. It's minimum 1 and a bit. It's $2,000 now, 1 and a bit. A half. So it takes 3,000 for him.
I'm officially out of notes. Now I just have papers on 65 and 66. I'm note free from here.
Barn red. 18 years old. Rides and drives. 18 years old and rides and drives. $400, $500, hit 4, 5, hit $500, $400 now, $500, $400 now, $500 minimum, $400 now, 5, hit 4, 5, hit $400, half 5, hit $400 now, $500 minimum, 5, hit 400 now, $500, $500, $400 now, $500 minimum, $400 now, $500, 5, hit 450, 5, hit $500, $400 now, $500, $400 now, $500 minimum, $500  5, I'm 455, hit $500. Half, hit 500, 5 6, minimum 6, hit 6, 75, 75, 5 and a quarter, 75, 5 and a quarter, 75, your internet, you're out, 5 and a quarter, 75, 5 and a quarter, 33.19. Three-year-old. $3 years old, a filly. $400, 4 and a half. Hit 4 to bid, 4 and a half. 4 to bid now, 4 and a half. 4 to bid now, 4 and a half. 4 to bid now, half. 400, 4 and a half. 4 to bid now, 4 and a half. 4 to bid now. 400, 4 and a half, 4 to bid now, 4 and a half, just 3 years old, 4 to bid now, 4 and a half, hit 4, 4 and a half, 4 to bid now, half, 4 to bid now, half, 5, 4 to bid now, 5, 4 to bid 5 and a bit, and now half,
We're out, internet.
5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a bit, 5 and a half, hit 5, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 6, and a little bit, 5 and a half, 6, hit 600, hit a little bit, 5 and a half, now 6 and a bit, 5 and a half, now 6 and a bit, minimum 5 and now 6 and a bit here, I'm 556, minimum 6. Sold her 550, put her on number 5370.
You got the papers. 66.
66?
Yep, and here's the note.
Okay. Done It at Sunrise is a 2007 model appendix quarter mare by Done It with Cash, by Done It Rawhide, by Hollywood Done It, Not of a Daughter, a Sunrise Shower by Gray Dawn 2. Again, 07 model. Broke, just hasn't been ridden in a while. She has been used calf roping and on the barrels. A nice mare, sound, and they said she's due to come in heat next week.
$1,000, 12 and a half. It's $1,000 now, 12 and a half. It's $1,000 now, 12 and a half. It's $1,000 now, 1,100. It's $1,100. 1,100. It's now 12. It's now 13. It's 1,300. And now 14. It's 1,300. Now 14. It's now 15. It's now 1,600. And now 17. It's 17. It's now 18. 18. 18. 18. 17. Now 1,800. 1,800. It's 17. Now 18. 17. Now 18. 17. Now 1,800. 1,800. 1,800. 17 now 18. Sold her 1,700. Put her on 17,662.
Rawhide's Bonanza Girl be a 2010 model registered paint mare by Rawhide's Top Gun, by Done It Rawhide, by Hollywood Done It, Now of a Daughter, a Triple Jack Bonanza by Jumpin' Jack Bonanza. Again, 2010 model. Nice big mare, sound to ride and breed. Been to lots of rodeos, roping and calf roping. Been in the pasture a couple of years. She is due to come in heat in 8 days.
$12.5. Hit $10 now, 12 gone. $10 now, 12 and a half. $10 now, 12 and a half. $10 now, 11 on two. Hit $10, 1,100. $10 now, 11 now, 12. Now 13.
That's out.
13 on two. I'm 12, 13 now, 14 now, 15.
That's out again.
14 now, 15 on two. Now 16 now, 17.
That's out.
16 now, 17 on two. Hit 1,700. 16 now, 17. Sold her on the net, 1,700.
Scotty, net. Sorry, Cynthia, you clicked in just a tick slow there. So sorry. 65. That's this. So I have. This is a thoroughbred mare, and I've got a pack of stuff here with pictures and letters from AQHA. She is listed for approval with AQHA. She's a great mom. She raises nice colts. She's competed several times, raised by Holder Farms in Hennessy, Oklahoma. If there's any questions on her papers, they've attached their phone number. I'm going to attach this note to her paperwork. She is due to be back in heat in 10 days.
600, 700, 600 now, 700 now, but I'm going to now, 700 now, but I'm going to now, 700, I got you, but I'm going to now, 700, I'm 600 now, 700, 700 now, 700, but I'm going to now, 700, 700 but I'm going to now, 700, I'm 600, 700, 700, but I'm going to.
I don't know.
How old is she?
Is there age on there somewhere? 14 or 16 years old. Well,
2007 model. 600, 700, 700, but I'm going to now, 700, but I'm going to now, 700. I'm 600, 700, 700, but I'm going to now, 700, but I'm going to now, 700, but I'm going to now, half. I'm 600, 600, 700 now, half, half, 700 now, half, 700 now, half, here, half. 600 now, half. Sold her 600, 33.19.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness. Well.
Look here late
One
today.
price.
We're going to sell the mare, then the colt, and we'll tie them back together, but you got to give 100 to tie them back together. That'll be fair to everybody.
Sell just the mare first.
700, 800,
And we're going to tie them back together.
700 now, 800, 800, 700 now, 800 now, 900, 800 now, 9, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9 now, 10, 10, 10,
We're out.
10, 10, 9, 10. Hit $10 now, 1,100. Is that a yes?
Yes, yes.
1,100.
Now again, guys, we're selling just the mare, then the colt, then we're tying them back. 1,000 with me.
$1,000, 1,100. Randy, we're at 1,100. Hit it at 1,100 now, 1,100.
Chick smoking gun stud.
Out of a chick
Yeah.
smoking gun stud.
He's got the
Skylar, you're out.
right up here.
got all the information on the stuff you're gonna get with him.
If you want to get with him, he'll give you all the information on the horse. 1100,
1100.
1200, 1200, 1100, 1200.
Yep.
Now 1300.
Summer, you're out.
1300, 1200, now 1300. Hit 1300. 1200, now 1300, 1200, now 1300, now 1400.
Skylar's out.
Now 1400.
Yep.
And now 1500.
Summer's out.
1500, 1400, now 1500.
Yep.
Now 1600. Yep. 1600, 1500, now 1600. 1600, 1500, now 1600. Number 1600. Right. Sold the Mare with an if, 1500.
Sorry, Skylar, you clicked in just a tick slow. Hang on. 30029 for the moment.
Smoking gun, baby, great.
Selling just the baby now.
I'm 300 now, 4. I'm going to bump over to bit of the 300 now, 4 to bit of the 300 now, 4 to bit of the 300 now, 4. I'm 3, 4. I'm going to bump over to bit of the 300 now, 4 to bit of the 300 now, 4 to bit of the 300 now, 4 to bit. I'm going to bump over to bit of the 300 now, 4 to bit. I'm going to bump 4. And now 5.
Took it on the floor, Skylar.
Yep, 4, 5, 5 to the bit. I'm going to bump 5 to the bit of the 4, 5. I'm going to bump 5 to the bit. Sold the baby for 400 with an if.
Hang on. All right, hang on.
Takes $2,000 to keep them together.
This is okay. Now this is for the
This
pair.
is for the family.
Takes $2,000 if you want the pair.
$2,000. $1,900 now too. Yep, $1,900 now. $2,000.
Yes.
Now 121. All deals are off. They're sold as a family. $2,000. 21. $2,000 now 1. Hit $2,000 now 1. $2,000 now 1. $2,000 now 1. Hit 21. And she is exposed back to the same horse. Confirmed bred back. That's even better. $2,000 21. Hit $2,000 now 1. Now 2. Hit it
Internet's out.
now 2. 21 now 2. Hit 22. Hit it now 2. 21 now 2. Now 2. Internet, you're out. 21.
Yeah.
2. Now 3. Now 23, 2, 3. You just had to try though, didn't you? 20, 2, 3. I'm 22, 3. Hit it and make a fancy team. 22, 3. Hit 3. Hit it now 3. 22 now 3. I'm down 3. Sold them on the internet. 2,200.
30059. 30059. All right, now let me. So Summer, we're gonna. No, still.
$300, $400 horse coat. $300 now, $400 $300 now, $400 $300 now, $400 now, $4. Yep, $300 now, $4. I'm gonna $300. I'm gone. $300 now, 3.5. Yep, 3, 350. I'm gonna $300 now, 3.5. Now 4. I'm gonna
Took it on the floor, Tina.
I'm gonna 3.5, 4. I'm 3.5, 4. I'm gonna bump over.
Yep.
I'm gonna half. 4.5, 5.
That's out.
Yep, 4.5, 5. I'm gonna bump 5 4.5 now, 5 I'm gonna bump 5 half. 5.5. And now 6, Damon, I'm going to bump 5.5, 6. Yep, 600. Hang on, 600. Hang on, 600. I'm going to bump 600. Right. Now half. Now half. 6.5. Now half. Now 7. And now 7. I'm going to bump 6. Hang on, 700. I'm going to bump 700. Sold it 650. What's your number, sir? 2789. Horse coat again, $300, 3.5. Hit 3 to the bid, 3.5. Hit 3 to the bid, now 3.5. Hit 3 to the bid, now half. I'm 350. I'm gonna bump 3 to the bid, now 3.5. Hit 3 to the bid, now 3.5. Now 4. I'm gonna bump over the bid. Hit 350. Now 4. I'm gonna bump over the bid. 3 now over the bid. I'm gonna bump over the bid. 3 now 4. I'm gonna bump over the bid. I'm 354. I'm gonna bump over the bid. I'm gonna bump over the bid. 3 now over the bid. I have. Now 4.5.
We're out.
Hit 4.5. Hit it hold it now. Half here. Hit it hold it now. 4.5. Hit it hold it now. 4.5. I have.
Yep.
Now 5. Hit 5. Hit it 4.5 now. 5 to the bid. I'm gonna bump 5 to the bid. 4.5 now. 5 to the bid. I have. Now half.
We're out again, Tina.
5.5. 5 and a half, 5 and a mid now, 5 and a half, 5 and a mid now, 5 and a half, 5 and a mid, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Sold him 500.
20,187.
20,187. Five years old,
Stud.
still oh boy,
5
he's
years
talking about
old.
a feather-footed lad right there, me.
Broke to lead.
500, 600, yeah, 500 now, 600 now, but I'm 500 now, 600 now, but I'm 500 now, 600 now, but I'm 500 now, 600 now, 700 now, 7. It's 600 now, 700 now, 700 now, but I'm 600 now, 7. Now, 800 now, 9 now, but I'm 900 now, 9. 800 now, 9. You will give a half, 108 now, 9, 109 now. 8 and a half, 9, number about 9, and a bit, number about 900 to be down, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, down, 9, and a bit, half. Now half, 9 and a half, 9 and a bit, now 9 and a half, now 10, and a bit, 10 and a bit, now half, and now 11, and a bit, 11, and a bit, 10 and a half, now 11, and a bit, 11. Sold him 10.50, and that's 18,847. Is that correct? 74. 18,874.
We missed him, I'll be back next month, next Thursday night.
We'll be here next Thursday night for the regular sale. We'll be right back here in a month for the horse sale. Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.